teacher friends. So I'm in my office and I've made a resolution that every Sunday I'm going to prepare for my Outschool classes so that I am breezing through the week and it's just going to take like 1 hour to get myself completely ready. So it's not a lot of time to put in, but I got to do it. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what I do to prepare for classes, and hopefully that inspires you to prepare for yours. I teach a lot of academic classes, and so I feel responsible for, keeping up a curriculum and having a plan and being able to send worksheets to the parents and say, this is what we did, and, makes me feel responsible. So let's get to it. All right, so the first thing I did was tidy up my classroom, have some things out, and then now I'm gonna sit down to my notebook. So I have different sections in my notebook and for each class. So I have an advanced reading section, and then each section has a separator for the different classes because I have about 3 of each class. So I can easily just go through here, see what we did last week. I take notes in here and this saves me. So I'm gonna start going through that, and I'm gonna open up my classes and you can see what I do. So as I'm starting all over again with Monday's classes, this is also a time that I'm going to message parents of students who miss class or new students who are joining, send out a welcome message and invite them to tell me more about their student before class starts. All right, so I'm here now in front of my computer. I'm in Zoom, so I'm going to share my screen with you and you can see what I do. What I have in front of me is my notebook that I showed you. I have a clipboard where I keep my PE students' names, and I'm going to do some PE planning for this week as well. A notebook, so I can put fresh paper in here and take notes, and my schedule. And I always keep a notebook to my right. When I have an idea in class, I jot it down. If I want to remember to send a worksheet, I jot that down. So I'm shooting this video. I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm shooting this video to motivate myself to do this. So yes, it's taking extra time to make this video, but maybe this will help someone, and it's definitely going to help me get my stuff together. So you can go in your dashboard, you can go to schedule. And I'm so nosy too. I love to see other people's, classes and stuff. So, and the internet is slow. One thing to note when I'm teaching my Outschool classes, I make sure that my phone is off. Like, you can just turn the Wi-Fi off your phone. Make sure your kids' TVs, if they're smart TVs, are off because everything's gonna pull on your internet. All right, so Monday the 4th, my first class is advanced math, okay, 2 learners. So I'm gonna click on that. I won't take you through all of this because there's a lot of classes this week. Right away, I'm gonna get a fresh piece of paper and write down the names of the 2 students in my class. Because they changed, you can see there's kids in the past and kids now. So I've got my 2 students' names. I'm gonna put it in the front of my notebook, and then I'm just gonna quickly review what we did last week. I've got myself on a 30-minute timer to see how fast I can do this. So I usually try to post every week about what we did, but apparently I did not. Last time I just had 1 student, so now I have 2, and I can look at what that student and I talked about and what worksheets that I sent. So that's gonna take a few minutes. So we're gonna skip over that, but I did write down their names and I will come back just to kind of show you what I'm gonna do next. So, and I gotta come back. So I can't do this and show you, but I'm gonna give you the gist of it, then I'll go through and do it. So then I have my PE class. And I do have a tutoring student to prepare for too, that's outside of Outschool. All right, so my PE class, wow. So last time I had class, there were 2 students. that came, and I have 7 signed up. So I'm just going to write it down. Monday, teen PE, teens and tweens. And then I'm going to write down everybody's name. And like I said, I'm going to do the PE planning later. So, and lots of teens and tweens in here. So that's exciting. We're at 7. Okay, and then I like to write on my calendar that there are 7 signed up for that class because that's what I should get paid for. And I'll keep track of how many actually came on the other paper. All right, and then I have elementary PE with 6 signed up. All right. So I'll have a little thing for Monday, and I'll write their names down. And boring, right? It's so important to, make sure the right student is in class, know their name, and make them feel comfortable. So there's 7 signed up for that one too. Okay, so that's awesome. Those are my favorite classes to teach. I get to work out. It's unreal. I'm almost afraid to open up more and really jump into it because it's so amazing. And I don't want to burn myself out either. So, wow, the internet is slow. Okay. It says I have 6, but I wrote down 7 names. So someone might have dropped out just this week. So we'll see. And then I have beginner reading group 3:30. So I'm going to switch over my notebook. Okay. Beginning reading. So Monday, I have a little subfolder, Monday at 3:30. And I can look in here. So why are there 5 signed up for this? This is supposed to be a 4 max class. So let me edit this. So I guess this is just going to be kind of an inside peek of, wait a minute. Okay, so somebody it says 4 max. So somebody must have left this week and somebody else joined. Let's see. That's really weird. All right, so one of them might not be here. So again, I'm going to tear another paper because my paper here is full. But I do have some ideas for what we're going to do this week. We're going to do the 3-letter I, the 4-letter A, and then the 5 Ers. So that's the plan for that. So I'm going to write down their names again. And I don't know why it's allowing 5 enrolled. And I always take notes about my students and try to really focus on their needs and send them feedback. So I'm also going to work on some worksheets to send home this week so that I'm right after class, I have the worksheet ready. So yeah, wish me luck with that. All right, so back to the last class that I have. Let's see, this says that at 7, this says 4. Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish. We have the next class that I have is weekly advanced reading. I don't know if this is going to make a good video. My internet's so slow. So the last class on Monday is advanced reading. Again, caps out at 4. So I'm going to come to that and see. I create these classes specifically for the animal that they want. So good, same students, that's nice. And let's see what we read about. I usually send it, but I guess I didn't. But I have notes that says what we did. And it looks like we did unicorns. Anyway, you can tell that I need to get myself in order here. I can look and see what we did last class. And I'm gonna get a fresh paper for that. And then that's what I'm gonna work on. And I guess I could do this one day at a time instead of the whole week at a time. But a lot of these classes are 2 in a week. So my reading and my math classes, some of them meet twice. So if I prepare for one, I've prepared for the 2 of the week. So I'm gonna get to this and I will definitely check back. Hopefully this isn't the end of the video, but if it is, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask me. And if I can't help you, I'll lead you in the right direction. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and I'm gonna get to work now. Bye. So it's almost been an hour and I've only gotten through Monday's classes. And I actually did not get to create the reading for my advanced reading class yet. So I like to sit down and create about one of the animals that they asked for. So I'm going to do whales and dolphins. It only takes me about 15 minutes and I do have a good few hours tomorrow to do it. So I might do it later today, but my hour time limit is up. So I don't want to spend too much time prepping. But I did manage when I was doing my beginning reading planning for the week. For Monday, I also planned the other reading group that meets Tuesday, Thursday. So I was able to knock that off the list. And same for the advanced math. I checked in with the Monday class and the Friday class, sent out the necessary emails. And I think I'm just going to extend my time a little bit longer, finish up here so I can feel completed. So I'll let you know what else I get done in like 10 minutes. Okay. My time is up. What I have done is created a to-do list for the things that I didn't get to do today. So most of it is creating advanced reading. So whales and dolphins for Monday, Tuesday jellyfish and clownfish, owls for Wednesday, and pandas and penguins for Thursday. So that's my timer. So that's 1 hour. Anyways, each of my advanced reading classes have their own animals. I don't just do one animal for the whole week, although that would be easier. It's individualized to what the students are after. Okay, and then I have another turkey reading to create for my tutoring student, and then I wanted to create worksheets ahead of time, but I usually create my worksheets after the lesson. If I have a worksheet that applies to what we did, I send it off. If we don't, I just type one up really quick on Google Docs, and if you want me to show that in a video, I can. I also went through and organized my folder so that each section has a fresh page with the students who are enrolled, what we're going to be doing, so that when I sit down this week, I know what I'm planning to do. And that's the key to being, confident and successful is you're coming in, you're ready to adjust to the student's mood and what happens with the flow of the class. But you have something planned out to what you're going to accomplish so that you can show parents in feedback, this is what we did, this is our goal, whether or not we met our goal. So yeah, I'm going to end this video. Hopefully this was helpful for someone, and let me know in the comments down below. All right, have a happy rest of your day. Oh, and I think it's cool to do this on Sunday, and next time I might do it a little earlier because Sunday is the day when they say, hey, you're going to pay for this class again for this week. Do you want to do this? So if they get a message from you before they get that, maybe that'll help them say, yeah, I'm looking forward to this teacher's class because she's ready and she sent out a message, or because I did send messages to new students or students who missed class. And that's one more thing I need to do. I'm going to send out one more thing to students who missed class, and then I'm getting up and I'm done. So that's all. See you in the next one. Bye.